Internet, I'm Hugo.
And I'm Jake.
And this is Hugo and Jake. Welcome back. We're going to read another chick tract.
We haven't done one in a while, since Poisoning the Well, actually.
Wow, really? Okay.
Yep.
This one's interesting in that it's the newest chick tract. Again, Jack Chick's been dead for a while, so he had no input on this. They've also changed the cover style, though.
It's kind of, you know what? I dig it.
What I don't dig is whoever designed this has never seen a price tag in their life.
No.
Because that's not how price tags work. They don't cross off the price and then put negative whatever percent. Generally, they're either, put the new price or like 75%.
If it's negative
off.
75%, it goes up.
So anyway, this person who is very confused about commerce is going to write about,
Commerce?
It's the whole thing. It's more a magic black person story. That's not racist. I mean, it is it is racist, but I'm not the racist that wrote it. We're going to look at what the racist wrote.
In the 1600s, the magic ones sold for more.
Oh.
Now, hopefully this is about that.
Anyway.
David W. Daniels presents limited time offer. Also, I'm still sick. I'm sorry. Ooh, a sale! Stop the car!
Screech! This panel, they're experimenting with just visual stuff, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for them. It's a clearance sale. Seal the deal. I've never seen a store look like this. Also, this person's knowledge of women goes to 90 stand-up specials. Women be shopping.
Women be shopping. They got big old hairs, hats with feathers in them, lots of hair. Apparently rickety canes. I don't know. They might have something I want.
Melanie, my wallet hasn't healed since your... See? Women be shopping. This guy knows. Are we relatable yet? Says Chick Tracts.
You must admit, I'm saving you money. That's not how the store works. Going to the store and spending your money on stuff you don't need, although on sale, is not a savings of money. That's a false premise.
Baby, if you
save God, I didn't like that. I know you're in character, but I still didn't like that.
Baby, if you save me any more money, I'll go broke!
Is this a King of Queens set?
I don't know. Why did they put Leisure Suit Larry in a fucking chick tract? Yeah.
Oh, Raymond.
I love that woman, but she can't resist a sale. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna put this out there. Legitimately, when I first started reading this, I said the women be shopping thing as a joke.
Yeah, but that's...
Most of the script so far has been...
What's that, 5 panels in a row?
Women be shopping.
Yeah. Oh, look, we got Fang dolls. She's headed for them.
She falls for all the signs. They jack up the price, they put on a half-off sticker, they're all crooks. No offense.
None taken, mister.
Oh.
He's clearly a minstrel show.
It's what he looks like. It's what they drew him as, yeah. I mean, he's wearing a fucking bow tie. Yeah. But the worst of it all is limited time offer. They say that so you don't go find a better price.
I know of one offer that's better than the others.
Oh yeah? What offer is that?
Hold on, I'm tinkering.
Hold
on, I'm tinkering.
You call folding clothes tinkering?
I don't know what he's doing. My hands are off. You can't see them.
Hands are hard to draw. I imagine that's the conversation that went when they decided to put the panel that way.
I don't know what this shot is, but this whole thing, it looks like they took the front of his face, drew it, and then they just went into Photoshop and crossed it out and then put a patch of hair on the back of his head. One day Jesus will come back and judge the world in righteousness, and he offers you a limited time to get ready. I don't know why I brought that up.
Now listen. Wait, what's your name?
Just call me Joe.
Listen, Joe. We were having a nice conversation here about casual sexism, and you bring up religion. How dare you? That's hardcore sexism. I resign myself to the casual sort.
More cash?
Yeah.
More like denim.
Biz-cash.
Denim not pleated?
Biz-cash sexual.
Yeah.
Sexism. Like, slapping a secretary on the butt.
But, I mean, why would she wear that skirt if she didn't want to be slapped on the butt a little bit? Don't take the job with me and my Scotch breath if you don't want to get a little pat every once in a while. It's how I blow off steam in between the big deals.
Are you working up for a 2020 presidential run, or?
Whew, got him.
You sound just like Melanie's preacher. So tell me, why would a god of love burn someone for all eternity? How do you explain that? Men having intense philosophical discussion in the background, foreground, woman be shopping.
Well, you see, there's dolls on sale. Women love those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there cooking supplies in this store?
Cooking supplies. Food?
No, cooking, like, utensils and shit.
Oh, okay.
You piece of garbage.
Utensils, you mean the word that isn't food supplies. Oh,
supplies! Okay. Fire wasn't made for you. You're a man.
What?
God has plans for you from the beginning. Think Adam and Eve.
Okay, I'll think of them, but they're gonna be white Adam and Eve.
Alright, not what I would have picked, but go ahead. By the way, this means you don't have any free will in this system of mine. They were the perfect couple in the garden created by God. Adam just had to take care of it because he's the man and therefore the breadwinner.
This is also after the whole Lilith incident.
Yeah.
You know what? It's been long enough.
It's been a very long time.
It's been a very long time since we discussed the story of Lilith. Let me regale people in case you haven't been here since the beginning. There's actually an apocryphal, which meaning non-canonical, Bible story. Eve was not the first woman. This is actually, you can see evidence of this in the New Testament because, in the New Testament, in the Old Testament, in Genesis, because there's different times that there's creation of people.
People get created at least twice.
Yeah.
Also, maybe there might have some wet dreams involved.
Yeah. In the original non-canonical story, again, non-canonical, people considered it canonical for a long time. There was the first woman who was Lilith, but she would not submit herself to Adam. She wouldn't be second fiddle. She wouldn't say, I am subservient to you. And in fact, some biblical scholars literally interpret this as she would not submit herself during sex and wanted to be on top.
Oh, what a shame.
So anyway, God punishes her by casting her out of the Garden of Eden. She basically becomes a succubus. This is where a lot of...
Also, doesn't her child die in labor or something?
No, I don't know, it's something to do with children. But anyway, Lilith, she becomes like a demon, a ghost demon that goes around, and she was credited for like a lot of sudden infant death syndrome type stuff. Miscarriages. Wet dreams are supposed to be Lilith like jerking you off in the middle of the night.
That's not a joke.
No. The Bible's fun.
I think it's maybe because, like, Lilith's like, don't have babies! Ah, you can't blow your wad into your wife now. Haha.
Maybe that's it.
I don't think she knows. I don't think Jews understood how balls work, though.
Nope.
Because, like, there's a refractory period, then you're good to go. Like, maybe she's just, like, constantly emptying you out.
A lot of cultures, depending on the culture you look at, for most of human history, people thought that you could, like, wasting seed. They thought that was a thing. They thought it worked like, almost like ovulation. Not that they knew how ovulation works scientifically.
Or like how Donald Trump thinks he has a limited life force and therefore can't work out.
Yeah!
That's real, too.
Got him again. That's 2 in 1 episode.
Well, there. It's okay. They could eat from almost any tree, but there was one catch. The extra beautiful tree with the delicious fruit was off limits.
Why? Why would they do that?
Because he said, but the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, thou shalt not eat of it. For in the day that thou eatest, therefore shalt surely die.
Oh, so the day they ate that fruit, they died then, right?
For in the day that thou eatest thereof, thou shalt... Yeah. Yep.
But
that's what the words say.
Yeah, but that didn't happen, though. Even within the
No, because we had to, there's a huge lizard here.
Oh, okay, that explains it.
Right, well, you see the smoking gun over there? Ignore that lizard person.
Okay.
Okay. But the devil used... a subtle slicer. Subtle?
Yeah.
What's subtle about Arms Serpent? It's human arm cobra guy.
Not only that.
Why is he a cobra?
It's not even like cobra sized. It's bigger than Eve. It's man sized.
It's a 6.5 foot tall cobra arm man.
It's a man cobra.
Man Cobra.
Mobra! That's
Mobra.
sci-fi. Call me. The Sci-Fi Channel? I
Mobra?
feel they gotta be done with the fucking Sharknado movies.
No, there's another one's coming out for sure. Did you see the new movie with Jason Statham and Rainn Wilson? Rip his career. They're doing called The Meg. It's about the Megalodon, and it's not on Sci-Fi. Remember Deep Blue Sea? It's like that, but bigger. It's literally the same premise.
That's dumb.
Yeah, but Jason Statham's gonna kick one. He also has like an Asian wife in it again. I think Jason Statham should just like post up in Japan and get all the Japanese tentacle poon he wants. Ye shall not surely die, for God doth know that in the day ye eat. Okay, just.
Yeah, that's probably what a Mobra sounds like.
Mobra sounds exactly like that.
Yeah.
And he also tastefully framed shots so that no Eve titties pop out.
Nice.
Eve?
You think he's got legs, or does he like...
No, he's got a
Like a
snake bottom.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like a...
Which means he has a cloaca.
Like a Medusa.
Yeah, like a Medusa or like a, No, that's it.
Or
Like John Voight at the end of Anaconda while he's being eaten.
For some reason, I was gonna say, or like a paraplegic genie. I don't know why.
They're technically
I know, I'm thinking...
pelagic.
But I'm saying, like, genie flight is like they're walking, so if a genie couldn't fly and its tail just kind of drug on the ground.
Okay. Adam and Eve ate the thing. They had broken the only commandment God had given Adam. Now it was time to pay. We've talked about this several times. It was the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Therefore, anything they do before having the knowledge of good and evil, or right and wrong in this case, is void because they don't know what's right or wrong. You can give them instructions, but if they can't separate that in their brains. They're literally psychopaths.
It'd be like telling a baby, like, hey,
don't cry,
don't
bitch.
poop.
Don't poop.
Don't poop!
But I need to poop.
The baby doesn't know not to poop its pants.
Hot take, but they deserve to die.
Oh.
But the Lord did something amazing. The Lord killed 2 innocent animals and made
Is this...
What? He did something amazing. He just slaughtered these baby animals. Innocent ones.
Are we supposed to think this is a good thing?
I guess.
He could have just, like, been like, here's some polyester pants. I've invented synthetic fibers, which isn't difficult for me, because I invented the atom. I've
never heard this counter argument, but here it comes. So there were 2 deaths in that day. The Lord killed those animals instead of them.
That would still make God a liar. He said, you will die.
Yeah.
He didn't say, I'll fucking scapegoat, literally, a couple of animals.
It literally says, for in that day that thou eatest thereof, thou shalt surely die. Thou is Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
Not cute baby animals.
That's an interesting new workaround.
I've never heard that before.
They're inventing new bullshit apologetics. That's interesting. We've been doing this long enough we're discovering new bullshit. Cool.
Very fancy, although terribly wrong.
Yeah.
All the obvious ones are gone, though.
Yeah.
Like, just God's mysterious. No. Sin entered the world. They lost paradise, and everything went down from there. Except Kokomo. Kokomo is a delightful place.
You're telling me Kokomo from the song
from the Beach Boys.
That's a fictional place.
Bermuda, Bahama.
Oh no. Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I'm gonna take ya.
I was skipping. Down to Kokomo. We'll get there fast and then we'll take it slow.
John Stamos is in the music video for that.
Really?
Yeah.
John Stamos is, was he oiled down? They rub olive oil on him?
You don't have to rub it on him.
You rub it off him.
You rub it off him when you don't want it.
Yeah.
And that's not a greasy Sicilian joke either. He's a glowing,
he's just
Greek god of a man.
But God had a plan. The Lord said, your iniquities have separated between you and your God. Something had to be done about all that sin.
That was the bout there.
Instead of about?
It jumped a little bit into the code yellow zone.
Code yeah, why?
I think you're doing great with what you've been given. I just think the stage direction you've been given by these images is unacceptable.
Okay. No animal could do it, and no man could pay for even his own sins, much less anyone else's. So there was a rock and sinless sacrifice, and we killed baby cows.
Wasn't that a...
Actually, that's a Cheape.
Wasn't that a... I take for granted, like, technology, like tables. Can you imagine
having to go grab rocks
far enough back in time? You're like, man, I wish there was something that was like at arm level. Wouldn't that be super convenient if the world was just full of things that were at arm level that you could set things on?
And then
think about that.
And then Jim Caviezel invented the chair.
Passion of the Christ, go watch it. Now I'm gonna be taken aback by how often things are at like really convenient levels for me. I haven't been thinking about this.
Once man discovered wood, it was over for stone. So Jesus came to earth and lived a perfect life. We're just skipping forward, skipping past. We started almost bumping up against Abraham. Skip it.
Skip all of the Old Testament. The Father hath not left me alone, for I do always those things that please him.
Okay. There was no sin in him.
Is he doing a magic show?
He looks like David Copperfield.
It
looks like that thing's a prop.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Like, I'm gonna pour the water in here and it's gonna be gone.
No, it's gonna turn into wine.
That is wine conversion box.
I legitimately think that's what they were going for here.
Honestly, did you know that if you had like another cone there, right, and maybe the top of that table was just a thin piece of something, and you could pull it back just a little bit. If the top was water and the bottom was wine, they would separate, and the wine would. Did you know that that's a thing? That's a chemistry. It's a cute little chemistry thing you can do with kids in schools, and they'll swap places.
Neat.
So maybe that's what he did. He died on the cross as if cursed by God. What a swell guy! He cursed his son.
Are they saying everyone who's ever been crucified was cursed by God?
You know what I just noticed? This has a lot of the motif of like the Greco-Roman gods, where it's the sons, the fathers have to like get at the sons, and the like Cronus and Zeus and Zeus and Hercules and etc. That's kind of
topically. For anyone who was following the hashtag change the channel thing about Channel Awesome, this ties into Crucifixion. For one of the movies they did, one of the content producers was put up on like a cross for like a gag, and they were up there so long, they actually passed out.
Because crucifixion makes you pass. Oh wow, he got actually crucified.
Because as you know, you might not know this. Your
diaphragm.
The part of crucifixion that kills you isn't like hammering your hands and feet into things. It's
that part sucks.
Yeah, it's the position your body's in. You basically you can't breathe and support yourself. It's a whole shit show. So either you're.
We're not going to do a bit where one of us gets crucified, that's for sure. But Jesus took our curse on himself and paid the price for all our sin. And then that shit happened, he died. It was the ultimate act of love. What more could Jesus do? Use your powers to forgive everybody without dying.
That's literally not what more could Jesus do, it's less. Don't come to earth. Just be like, hey, everyone makes mistakes.
Psst.
Whoops. Or even just
whoops-a-daisy.
Whoops, humans were a mistake. Crumple that project up, Earth. Let's try Venus.
Venusians?
3 down. 5 to go.
Is that why Mercury and Venus are just husks of sulfur? Were they the first tries?
He starts at the sun and works out.
But you say religion's for old people. I've still got wild oats to sow. Did he say that?
Wait,
what?
Is this old guy...
He's projecting.
He didn't say this.
No.
They're aware oats to sow is sometimes used as an implication to, like...
Fuck everybody.
Fuck people, right?
Yeah.
Is this old guy saying, you think religion's for old people? You should see the young pussy I'm getting! Yeah, that was gross to hear, wasn't it? That's what was implied by this chick tract. Those are my
Look at all the money I'm saving on Ming vases!
Oh, Women Be Shopping has interrupted our thing again. What a bummer.
You can't avoid God forever, Phil. One day the offer will end. Every eye shall see him, and it'll be too late. Am I turning into Brainiac?
I was just gonna say, what the fuck? Why did you turn
Is he melting?
He's not an old man. He's a horny child with progeria. What is happening?
Do you know what will happen next?
Don't tell me. They'll weigh all my good deeds and bad deeds. If my bad deeds weigh more, I'll go to hell, right? Is he fucking ancient Egyptian? Is he fucking weighing his heart against a goddamn feather?
Yes. Wrong! And you know it. No one will escape God's judgment, but Jesus tasted death for everyone, so you don't have to be punished. Just receive his love gift by faith to get your name written in the book of life.
Faith? Who do I trust? You?
No! Jesus Christ. Trust that he died to pay for your sin and accept us. It sounded like a pejorative.
A little bit.
Jesus Christ.
A little bit of pejorative from the progeria kid.
Woo.
What's the catch?
Is he getting younger now?
He looks like he's getting shorter as the track goes on.
You must admit to God that you are a sinner that needs forgiveness and that you can't make it to heaven on your own terms.
Wait, that's too easy. There's also like a book of rules.
There's a lot more than that.
It's like, don't mix fabrics, don't eat shrimp, don't be gay, don't fuck your sister. Some rules are easier than others. For instance, I have no problem not eating shrimp.
I love shrimp. Shellfish, give or take, though.
Hi, sis.
It's sad that neither of us have sisters to be grossed out by that.
Yeah.
Kind of sad. Not anymore, anyway. Phil, anyone can be forgiven if they admit their sinfulness and trust Jesus to say, wait a second, the fire was the devil and his angels. You'll only go if you refuse his gift.
I'm ready! I've got to go. Nice talking to you. Also, she has 2 full shopping carts. Because, again, if you don't get it, women be shopping.
A lot.
Yeah.
They just can't help it. Women are just here to make babies and spend your money. Remember, this is a limited time offer. You never know when your time is up. Ready the truck. Yeah, ready the truck. Okay.
I don't care what he says. I've got plenty of time.
Smash.
Why is a truck going by at freeway speeds in a parking lot?
Because he readied the truck.
Gotcha. Okay. Technically, you can't actually see the front, so I'd like to think this is Optimus Prime's, You know when Optimus Prime transforms, like, all of a sudden his, the semi-truck back part, like, shows up?
Those are his legs.
Is it? No, I think in the original 80s cartoon, he was just the truck cab, and then when he, like, turned into the truck, all of a sudden the thing would show up.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right, actually.
So, I would imagine somewhere several miles away, Optimus Prime is transformed, and his, the back carriage is like, oh, fuck! I slept in too late!
Yeah, gotta go.
That could have been me. I would have died a sinner without Jesus. I'll take your gift, Lord Jesus. I believe you. Please forgive me. Okay, for a second, I'd like you to imagine this guy is just, like, in his home, and he's, like, sweeping up. And all of a sudden, a gangster comes in and goes, this is a nice house. It'd be a shame if something happened to it. And the guy's like, no, I'm fine. I don't need any protection. And then the guy, like, smashed his TV, and he goes, okay, God, I'll take your protection. Okay. Honey, I'll be right back. I've got to tell Joe thank you.
Ooh, I've got all these hat boxes. I can't place them. There's so many hat boxes. I'm sorry, sir. It's just us. There is no Joe here. Boom!
So, he was magic, or the guy was just racist and assumed the black guy in the store worked there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going with. what is amazing to me.
He just walked out.
He just left
he's
because he's just a customer.
He was just being nice. He was one of those guys that like saw an unfolded towel and felt compelled to fix it.
Yeah. I can't tell if Chick Publications legitimately is just like, oh, he could have been a shopper, or he's magic, or they legitimately cannot imagine another circumstance in which a black person in a store is not an employee.
Or a thief.
Based on...
David W. Daniels literally just saw The Legend of Bagger Vance and was like, oh, fuck.
Alright, so that's it. You can always follow us on Twitter at PapaBirdJake.
You can follow Hugo at Hugo Gorilla. You can also subscribe to the channel. Make sure you get the next time that we, God, sorry about the voice.
You can always donate to the Patreon if you want to help support the show. Later in the week, we should be doing a movie review that should be very good. Want to give them a hint? Where's that thing?
Kevin Sorbo.
Yeah, so that'll be later in the week. And
Yeah.
no, it's not just the Hercules show.
No.
Disappointed. Memes. Until next time, I'm Hugo.
Fuck. Jake.
Hugo and Jake.